Well, it's time for another unboxing video, but I think some of you will be pretty excited about this one. It's maybe the most powerful Android handheld ever made. So let's get this bag ripped open as fast as possible and get to the good stuff inside, which is this, well, unspectacular looking brown box made in China. Obviously, it's made in China. Okay, so there's another box we need to open. Quickly now. Let's see what's inside and how it looks. Okay, some padding. We don't care. Move on. What's under this bubble wrap? You just can't resist popping a few of them, can you? First up, we've got this pretty beefy charging unit. Looks nice. And there's this bit of extra kit, just in case, well, we're somewhere that doesn't use a two-prong outlet. And then here is, of course, what we've all been waiting for, the AYN Odin 2. And I love the foil on that box. That's classy. Now then, let's pull this very nice looking pull tab and get to what's inside. And that's really what counts, right? What's inside. It's not how it looks, although this looks really nice. That foil just takes me back to the days of my childhood where I would buy any comic book with a foil cover. Really, it didn't matter. If I had a foil cover, I was buying it. There you go. All of the buttons and specs and more foil. Seriously. I'm distracted. Sorry. Of course, there is a screen protector. I'll put that on later. You know how they work. And there it is. The Odin 2 in beautiful, clean white. Is there anything else, though? Sorry, I know. You want to see it. Oh, there's the USB cable. Not what we care about right now, but that's it. That's all the contents of this box. Put this stuff to the side. And seriously, don't get distracted by the foil. And let's take this out of the last protective baggie. There it is. Take a look. Clean, snow white. Now adjust this lighting over here to the side and the one at the top, just so that you can get a better look at how perfectly white this unit is. Doesn't she look nice? Now let's take a look. We've got the analog sticks, of course. They feel great. Nice click. You got your buttons around the side. The D-pad feels great too. Can't wait to try that with some fighting games. I'm sure it'll be good. The other stick, your buttons. Oh, and me. Hi, me. Everything feels as it should, feels nice. Of course, you do have your analog triggers. The recessed power button, which I love. No accidental pressing of that thing. Volume rockers. Oh yeah. In the back, of course, it does have active cooling with a nice looking grill. And these M1 and M2 buttons, which are programmable so that you can set them to whatever features you like. The charging port and the headphone jack are, of course, on the bottom. And there it is. Let's turn it on. Watch the boot up for the first time. Well, no music for this startup, but there it is. Now, I am going to take care of some of this setup and then just take a little first look at the unit and the software itself. And we're back. And everything's set up. My review unit does not have any emulators installed. That's okay, I will take care of that myself. However, I do want to go through some of the settings, take a look at them. Of course, you can turn on, whoa, the lights on the sticks and on the sides. Darn, that looks impressive, doesn't it? It's just so bright and shiny. Makes me feel special somehow. Now, of course, the lights are fully customizable, so you can adjust the intensity of the light itself and also completely change the color. Whatever's suitable for you. Well, that looks a little, I don't know, devilish somehow. I think I'm gonna key in here to some, I don't know, some dark bluish purple in here. Yeah. Not so bright. I don't want to be distracted while I play. That's good for me, right there. Now I'll take you through and let you look at some of the other options and settings available to you. Most of them are pretty typical sort of things, but just in case you want to have a look, here you go. You can choose between an Odin, or some people might say Nintendo button configuration, or the Xbox style. You can choose whether your L2 and R2 buttons are analog, digital, or both, and adjust your M1 and M2 key mappings. Those are those buttons on the back of the console. Feel free to have a look through the rest of the Odin settings. Back at the home screen, you've got both a right and left swipe in menu, or you can click L3 or R3 on the analog sticks to pull up the menu that way instead. It's up to you, however you want to do it, but it's nice to have them. Over here, you've got your various types of apps which you can customize. Of course, you can go light mode, but who wants light mode? No, got to get rid of that real fast. Up here, you can turn on or off your side lights and your sticks. You can also adjust the performance mode, and when you go into high performance, you can hear that kicks the fan on. And that just about does it for this quick preview. So I'm just going to let you see a little bit of Ridge Racer 5 on PS2. Sorry, I know you want to see Switch games, but this is something I had handy, and I know it did not perform well on, let's say, less powerful Android handhelds. I have not done any settings tweakings on this, except to turn on widescreen mode, and of course to bump the resolution all the way up to 4x native, which would have just been impossible on something like the Retroid Pocket 3, which, don't get me wrong, I loved my Retroid Pocket 3 and 3 Plus, but this is running at full speed at an insane resolution, far beyond the resolution of the screen itself, just to test how much overhead we have available. And oh boy, it's a lot. For all my Saturn fans out there, you know I'm one of you. I'm sure this thing will really do the Saturn some justice, so I'm just going to have to play some Sega Rally soon. However, please let me know what kind of content you want to see about the Odin 2 down in the comments. Obviously, I'm going to be putting through its paces, doing a full and in-depth review. That will take time, but what games do you want me to test? What games are you maybe uncertain if this thing will be able to run? Let me know. The content will be as good as the comments I get. Alright then, that does it for this video. I'm going to go ahead and get it posted as fast as possible so that I can start getting feedback from all of you. And I'll be spending the entire weekend with the Odin 2. Where's that Android PlayStation 3 emulator when you need it, right? Anyway, until next time, just keep gaming.